Hey guys, this is LaShana here. We are back with the BAE podcast. Super excited for season 4, Mindset Mantra. I have the beautiful Tasha with the Good Vibe Collection. Tasha, let me have you introduce yourself for the people and we'll jump right in.
Hey, beautiful people. My name is Tasha, also known as Stylish Eye Diva. I am the owner and creator of the Good Vibe Collection, which means to spread positive energy with style, not just through clothing, but mindset.
Ooh, hey, I'm loving the revamp. Come on, let's go. Sorry, y'all. I just, you know what I'm saying. All right. So I heard you say not just with accessories, not just with whatever, but mindset. So where did that come into play? Because when we met about a year and a half ago, and you were on my first segment, Entrepreneur on the Rise, I didn't hear mindset infused in that. So sis, tell me what's happened.
Listen, so basically women always love being cute on the outside, but how are you doing on the inside? And working in the fashion industry, it's like, oh, you look cute, but as soon as somebody open their mouth, their attitude sucks.
Yes.
So well, what happened to you, or what's wrong? How can we help you with this? That's how I felt, moving into from accessories. Like, yeah, you cute, but let's go deeper than that. Because you inside, but you could be ugly on the inside. So let's work self-accountability and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and what the most part that I love about that, Tasha, is you saying, what happened? What's wrong? That means you're willing to help them work through it. It's not like, girl, you need to go check yourself. Mm-hmm. It's, girl, let's chat. What's up? So tell me, how are your accessories, products, etc.? How is that incorporated? And maybe you can't share yet because you're going through some things, but give us a little tip, little snippet.
No, I love being transparent because I feel like, life situations was really a teacher. Yeah, I understand people go to school for degrees and pieces of paper and stuff like that, which is totally fine. But I feel like life experiences are the best experiences.
Yes.
So with my brand, the meaning of it is to remind you to check your attitude. So when you have on like a hoodie or some good vibe bracelets, it's reminding you like, what am I thinking? How am I thinking? How am I feeling today? If somebody tried me, let me not, when I look at my bracelets, no, it's not worth it. My peace is more important.
Yes. It's almost like when Michelle Obama said, when they go low,
yes,
you go high. And let me just say this, the tangible thing, the tangible bracelet, right? That's like, you're like, okay, no, we not doing that today. I love that. So entrepreneurship, when you first came on the BAE podcast, we talked about your journey in entrepreneurship, how you got here. We just listened to a snippet, which was so freaking cool. But where are you now? Like, how have you evolved, and how has mindset been a paramount moment for you to thrive in this thing called business?
Okay, so for me, I feel like so much has changed mentally for me. I feel like with the pandemic, I feel like it's a love-hate relationship because it made me sit down and reevaluate myself when we had to quarantine. So I had to sit and say, who am I doing this for? Am I doing this for others, or am I really doing this for myself?
Yes.
Do I really love myself, or I'm just portraying that on the outside? So I had confidence issues. I was also becoming a wife. I was transitioning more into my business and still being an assistant to Shun. So much was changing. So I had to realize, Tasha, what do you really want? How can we, make sure I'm really, what you see is what you get versus
right.
I bought and this is what I got.
It's so interesting. I hear a lot of people say the pandemic forced them to sit down. And sometimes God, he will force us to sit down. However, when we sit down, we still got a choice on what we do at that time. So you chose to reevaluate, reassess, and really dig deep to see, am I happy? And if I am, why am I happy? And if I'm not, why aren't I happy? What do I need to get to a better space? And I've been seeing your social, your content, the self-care, the mindset, the positive energy. And it's not that you weren't doing it before, but now it's you got your elbows out, you thugging it.
It's more intentional. And honestly, too, during the pandemic, I lost my first Instagram page. And I feel like that was God telling me, like, how positive are you? How you about
Mm.
are you when bad things happen? When you say this and you promote this, how let me put you in a situation and see what you're going to do. So instead of me quitting, I did cry, I did have a hissy fit, but then I said, you know what? The vibes are going to continue. So I had to regrow my page,
Yep.
and then all is going through a pandemic. All of that was happening to me, and I still just kept pushing.
Yeah, no, that's so good. How positive are you? I mean, honestly, this thing called entrepreneurship, it forces us to do our work and work through our potentially unresolved trauma, our potential struggles that we've had. It forces you because you don't have a supervisor or a team lead or a weekly meeting to do a vibe check. All you have is you. But I think this speaks to the testament of your brand, the Good Vibe Collection. There's several layers to how you can get support, how you can look good, feel good, and act good, because your internal literally displays how you act in your behavior. So I'm super, super excited for the evolution of your brand, which pushes me to the next chat that I would love to chat with you about. And you came to my Accountability on Demand live event in December, and I intentionally had you and Princess on the bestie panel, right? So I want to talk about support when it comes to this thing called entrepreneurship and this thing called life, and how making sure that our mindset is positive, optimistic, to even say yes to support. Because sometimes people are like, hey girl, let's connect. Hey girl, let's go get brunch. Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. And sometimes we be like, I don't really know if I want to do that. I don't know. So how do we get to a point where we can be open to the hey girl request, the collaboration request, without second guessing and assuming that it's not good? Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense. Honestly, it starts with you. So I can't worry about your intentions. It's more so my intentions on how I choose to, connect, collaborate, and network with other people.
Mm-hmm.
I go into that mindset. Well, I'm being honest with ourselves sometimes. I feel like we always yes, 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 because we don't want to be mean. But sometimes a good no is a yes.
Ooh. Say that one more time for the people in the back.
Yes, a good no is a yes, because
That
that
needs to be a
means
t-shirt, fam. T-shirt.
yeah, I feel like if I saying no sometimes is not always bad. It's just we just aren't connected at the time. And who's to say later down the line we might not vibe or something. But right now it's just not the time. But saying yes, you go out and then you connect and come to find out other things start to happen and it really wasn't meant to be. And then that leads into ugly situations.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And what you just did, Tasha, is something that I teach and work with my clients on, is reframing.
Yes.
Don't assume, oh, if I say no, this is going to happen. If I say no, it's going to make me look like I don't want to connect. No, a good no is a yes, because you come first. And boundaries are essential in not just entrepreneurship, but in our lives. Boundaries are so important. So this is called the Mindset Mantra segment. What is your mantra for this season? And I specifically say season. I didn't say 2022, because a season is very subjective. My season might be this month, your season might be this century. But what is your mindset mantra, that thing, that word, that vibe for you in this season?
Self-accountability. That's the word. Because what lies behind that self-accountability is self-love, self-care, self-worth, communication, all those things. When you work on yourself, it's so much easier to deal with other people.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, you already know the A word is my juju. My program's called Accountability on Demand. That's what I live and breathe. So self-accountability, nobody's coming to save us. I don't care if you're working with the Grant Cardones, the freaking Oprah Winfrey's, the Jay-Z's, or the LaShana West and Tasha's of the world. Yes, we are right with them. It does not matter if you don't do the work. Mm-hmm. So that self-accountability is essential, because when you lay down at night, whose thoughts are you laying down with?
Your own.
Your own. So we gotta literally look in the mirror, look in that phone that we always be on. We gotta look that thing in the face and really ask ourselves, am I really doing what I'm saying that I'm doing?
Do they match up?
Do they match up? Am I being the best that I can be, and instead of running and shrinking from who I know I'm destined to be? Pause. So many questions we got to ask ourselves. And this is the thing, y'all, we got to answer it honestly. So I love that, Tasha, self-accountability. For me, mine is doing the unthinkable. So the word is unthinkable. And this is not just for me, this is for my clients and anybody I come into contact with. The thing that you think is unthinkable, the thing that you think, no, that's a little bit too big. Let me pause. No, that's the thing. That's what you need to be doing. That's the impact that you need to be making. And I think a big reason why we don't even pursue it is because of courage and trust. What are your thoughts on that?
Courage, trust, fear, and lack of knowledge. Sometimes, for instance, I'm not a numbers girl. My husband is. So he could tell me 1 + 1 is 2 all day, but if he doesn't break it down for me, like on a board, use my fingers, I don't comprehend it.
Yeah.
So when people first see something, they're just like, oh, I can't do that. But they didn't break it down. That creates more fear. That gives fear more room to grow.
Yes. They didn't dissect it. They didn't do their due diligence. And some of us, like you said, learn differently, kinesthetic, visual, audio, whatever. And I love that because there's several ways to skin a cat, right? So we're getting close to wrapping up, but I got one more question for you, and then we'll do an end icebreaker that I usually do at the beginning. My question is, what mindset block have you dealt with recently, and how'd you overcome it?
Mindset block that I dealt with recently. Currently, my mindset block is being hard on myself and not knowing something. So right now it was like I was today years old with learning how to finance, but I felt like I had to hit rock bottom to comprehend it so that I could come up out of it. So I had to take time to learn financial literacy. Just because you make money, what's your profit? All that stuff. Mentally, it is tearing me apart.
Yeah.
Growth, and it's a fear thing that I'm fighting through every day, because once I know it, it's like ain't no turning back now.
Right.
So stop, and then not just giving up, because you could easily, when you're hit with a situation that's not so good, it don't feel good, it's uncomfortable, you could just be like, forget it. I was gonna curse, but I'm not gonna curse. So yeah. But it's a matter of, how bad do you want it?
Right.
Here is sitting here helping, or is working through it helping?
Got you. And I think the thing is you don't know what you don't know, but once you're aware, it's your responsibility and accountability for it. Once you're aware, right? And so as long as once you were aware, you were in pursuit of it, bottom line, we can never be too hard on ourselves, because we the only person that's going to literally be there for ourselves.
That part.
Everybody got their own junk. I don't care if it's your mom, your kid, your husband, your wife. Everybody is dealing with their own stuff. And I'm not saying they can't deal with yours, but they can't deal with yours if they can't deal with theirs. So we got to deal with ours, so then we can pour the overflow and help others. So I love that. I know for me, one of my mindset blocks, most recently, it used to be a money mindset block where I didn't really want to invest. I'm like, I ain't paying for that. I don't need that. And what I learned was that, because it's not that you can't afford it.
Right.
Okay. It's either you don't want to, or your mind is not ready, or fear is telling you, hey, if you pay this, you might not make it back. So sis, I don't know if you should do that. And you say what?
You don't comprehend it.
Yes. So I learned that it was connected to self-worth. And once I believed that I was worth it and I committed to doing the work, I made my investment back tenfold every single time. So that was one mindset block. The most recent one is fear, because I left my job 7 months ago and I'm still like, this still working, or I'm gonna have to be on LinkedIn. You too. You too. Girl, sometimes I'll be on LinkedIn and I don't even need to be, but it's that pattern of behavior that's what I used to do when I was unhappy or, bored. And I'm not either of those, but my brain is telling me, okay, it's about time for you to go look for another job.
Yep.
I have a business, I have a company, I have an empire. I should not be doing that. So the mindset shift is what you're currently doing is enough, it's thriving. You don't need to look anywhere else. That's that trust. We have enough. Okay.
It's a lot of faith walking out here.
Yes. So before we wrap up today, and I'm definitely going to have you share with the people how they can reach out to you if they want to get connected. But my question is, what is your big, audacious goal for the season? Not, I want to make this amount of money. Your big, audacious goal, meaning the thing that is unthinkable. I told you that was my mantra for this season. So what would be Stylish Eye Divas or the Good Vibe Collections big, audacious goal, the thing that's unthinkable, that that at some point, no matter how long it takes, you're going to get there? What is your big, audacious goal?
Hey, you put me on a spot with that one. My big, audacious goal is to help women reframe their mindset and come to me, think about me when they're going through a bad time in their life. Able to come to me for mindset advice with style. So helping, basically me being my best self so I can overflow into others mentally and physically through style. So it's not like you're not just paying me for a service. You're not paying me for a service. You're coming to get,
transformation.
Transformation and some overflow into your life so that it can help you better somebody else's life, like a ripple effect. So we all could be out here spreading positive energy with style.
Ooh. And so do you see yourself speaking on stages?
I do, because I feel like it needs to be out there. Like, everybody's always, they want to blame people, but no, if you work on yourself, you'll start to, like you say, that word reframe, I changed that in my bio. I put reframe instead of shift. Reframing means you're going to look at other people differently and have a different view and be able to help others versus cancel culture and, just cancel everything. You'll know how to maneuver in life better when you, pour into others and they start to see that mental health is real. It's real.
For sure. And they get to have those skills for the rest of their lives that changes the trajectory and their children's children, because they reframed in that moment and started something new. I love that. Yes. I love that.
Yes.
Amazing. So my big audacious goal is to breed and create mindset and accountability coaches all over the world. Will they come to my confidence and mindset incubator, learn from my curriculum, and take it and launch it in their own area, and they're certified mindset and accountability coaches?
Oh, I'm on that. I'm on that list. I see myself on that list.
Yes. So then you're breeding your own. Let's say somebody comes to you, you're helping them, but then they say, wow, Tasha, I want to do exactly what you're doing. You can train them to be a coach too. Now, mind you, this is the bag, but that is my big audacious goal. And I'm doing it on a lower level right now, but I haven't literally been intentional about, okay, because when I think about it, most of my clients are in the personal and professional self-help arena. Ultimately, it's the mindset coach, whether it's transformation, mindset, accountability, self-care, self-worth. It's all in the family. And I'm attracting those type of people.
Yeah.
So why not be intentional, label it, put it out there, and clarify it. So that's my bag.
Oh yes, I love it. I'm in that bag too.
Period. So Tasha, what is one word that describes your second experience on a BAE podcast Mindset Mantra episode?
Put me on the spot again. One
One word.
It's gonna be vibe. I mean, it's always a vibe when I come and link up with you. So I don't, and it's always an evolution, like an evolving vibe. So it's always the bomb. You make me feel good. You make me, you pour confidence into me, and you give me confirmation that, you know, God is like, this is the way to go. Like, that's just what it is when I get
Likewise. And you know what, Tasha? This is the important thing. I got it. People like us who serve and pour and got all this positive energy, we need it back. Yeah. We need it intentionally back. We have to fill our cup more than anybody, because our brand, there's a lining of optimism, positivity, and energy. That's a lot though. When the cameras go off and the lights go off, it's like, whew, I don't want to do the whew. I want to continue to stay on the horse, and conversations like this and support like this and guidance like this is exactly how we're able to keep our cup filled. So I want to thank you so much for coming today, and let everybody know how they can reach out to you, what they should reach out to you for. And if you have anything coming on the horizon, please let us know.
Okay, so any and everybody can reach me. You know, if I'm for you, I'm for you at the Good Vibe Collection, thegoodvibecollection.com. Stylish Eye Diva has retired, but it's the Good Vibe Collection. Coming up, because I know this recording will be after, but I have a new relaunch. Like, my whole collection has got a makeover. So, you know, come see the new vibes. Mindset and style is where it's at, you know. So you need that outfit that's going to make you feel good on the inside and the outside. The accessories, you know, come to my page for words of encouragement, confidence, mental health, self-love, all that good stuff. It's at the Good Vibe Collection.
Amazing. So guys, make sure you check out the information in the description below. Share this out. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're listening on Anchor, you have the same notes there as well. But come on over to YouTube so you can see us live and in color. We appreciate you guys, and thank you for tuning in to the BAE podcast. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Thank you.